Hi YouTube, you're watching the edited version of what happened over on Twitch. I hope you sit down, enjoy, and subscribe, please! Alright, just let me know if everything is good.
There have been many poorly written applications lately.
I mean, he responded,
I guess
so...
I'll just have to reject them all.
Okay, so we're going to our village. He was like, yeah, I know. Just look at me. That's what you think, that's fine. Like, I didn't think I, like, had a main for, like, the longest time, and then I realized that, like, this is my main team, and I play them more than anybody else.
It's been a while since we last visited Aru Village.
Oh, I'm just so used to everything being on auto.
There's Sino!
It's been a while.
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tanari is recovering well, too.
That's good to hear.
Thank you for taking us to him.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right? Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh,
He's just hanging out.
you mean Candace?
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like to see them. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Mm-hmm.
By King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Always. Always.
Fun. And, huh? Sataria?
Oh, you know me?
Oh, well, you're pretty famous in the academia.
It's like we remember.
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
How have you been doing
I'm
lately?
doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding a new direction.
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I should start by saying I've decided to leave the academia.
Shocking. You're not going to be a scholar anymore?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. Instead, you could say I've found a new identity. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relationship to knowledge either.
I can see what you're saying now.
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
About that teacher
Sataria
life?
will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching.
Oh, thank you for
I'll
the
teach
follow.
them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people. That is the true meaning
Welcome
of
in.
education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Ataria is more than welcome to come teach here. Her arrival is like a star shining in the desert night. The stars have always guided caravans, thieves,
Thank you.
soldiers, and
I'm
travelers
really,
who get
yeah,
lost
she
in
makes
the
me really
night.
happy.
They lead those
Hello,
in the
welcome
dark
in.
out of trouble and back to safety.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from? I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed.
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary actions the common people would easily overlook.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow scholars to teach in the desert without permission. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert dwellers are as lucky as me. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts constantly bombarding my soul. Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the academia's grasp on you will become. Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert that belongs to you
Welcome back
lies
from ads,
elsewhere.
everybody.
Miss,
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people after going home. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Azar has received much needed punishment.
Ooh.
Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light. You probably have already heard.
Yeah, we heard.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with members of the Eremites. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and Rahman.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has
think
allocated
I'll try
many
the other one
resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials.
My
from
mom
the
wandered in
academia
because she's worried
and
about
sent them to
the
several
cat.
groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali. I believe the people will make good use of them.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hands on them.
Apart from this, the Academia is also recruiting scholars that are
She
willing to teach in
does.
the desert.
I'm gonna take
I'll
care
let
of
you and
her
Sataria know
after
as soon
stream
as I
today.
have any more news. We must be persistent about this and maintain these resources to ensure long-term effectiveness.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom
definitely
is
will.
a miracle among
She
the
deserves
people,
all the good squishes.
deserving of high praise and admiration. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
I don't want the
Enough
Sumeru
about us.
storyline to
Are you
end.
here to discuss some business too?
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf of Nilu. Nilu wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she asked us to come find everyone personally. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hopes that all of you will be able to attend. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. Although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated.
I know, the emotional roller coaster of Fontaine.
After the feast.
Celebration? Feast?
Oh, so you really didn't know?
It's the first I've heard of it.
Tainari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds to me like you'll have to be there.
He's not happy about that one.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not like feasts very much.
No, not really.
Oh, I
Let
know.
it go.
I don't know what is worse, is like the ending of the Sumeru or the ending of Fontaine. They're both emotionally damaging.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss Sataria in the desert, so I'll have to pass.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Although, if you'd be so kind, please give a message to Miss Nilu for me.
Of course.
The message is, I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I
don't know.
understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful. So much so that it was prohibited.
And that's why she
Please
was our
keep dancing,
distraction.
and someday, I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
Okay, we've got all that down.
I'll be sure to give the message to
Our
Nilu.
job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know that the skies aren't real because I've seen things ahead of time. Let me claim anything that's in here. Goodness, there's lots of stuff in here. Whose birthday? Oh, it was Toma's birthday. The best house husband.
Today's the big day. Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along.
Because I saw, oh, we'll go this one. I saw that, like the Chronicled Wish banner, I guess, or like something similar is coming back, and I might finally be able to get Shenhe to go on my cryo team. Also, if you hear crinkling sounds in the background, hopefully you shouldn't, but if you do, it's my cat trying to hide her food under a bag. Thank you for the posture check. I could sit up a little more for sure.
Here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
You're here.
It was Ace.
Ah, there you are.
Good evening.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very happy to see you here.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and drinks, and chat about all sorts of fun things.
Everything looks quite
Now I'm
good.
gonna be hungry again because we're
Wow, Paimon can't wait. Traveler just
There's
look at
food.
all the delicious food here.
I did munch on some Cheez-Its while this was loading in because I was like, I need a little snack. And that's my current, like, favorite stream snack.
Wow, it's so delicious. Oh, this grilled meat tastes amazing.
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar.
Did you eat
And we have
everything?
Gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Ah, feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to this.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. You've always been amazing, Dia.
My lady sure has a way with words.
It's like, it's sad, but also
Thanks.
good.
Glad to hear it.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together. It's unbelievable.
I will
We owe
definitely
it
tell
to
her.
our abilities and luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like we hardly had a chance of succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully. Moreover, judging from the results, everything worked out well.
Yeah. Everyone gave it their all when it mattered most. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show.
I'll message you about days.
And thanks to everyone's efforts,
We definitely do.
the performance was a great success.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
That's one more talent under our belt.
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes, even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned.
Returned to the Academia, abandoned and neglected.
Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. The Academia basically abandoned her because of it. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised. I didn't say anything wrong, did I?
It's like only we remember.
No, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Don't mind me, my mind was elsewhere.
Even if those two giants of the Academia are here, I still have to say it. Those sages really
Yeah, I'm
have
busy
some
this
nerve.
weekend, but
500 years ago,
I'm
Lesser
free
Lord
next
Kusanali
weekend.
used all her power for the people of Sumeru, and what did they do in return?
After everyone forgot Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, their understanding of Sumeru's history has also changed. Now everyone believes that Lesser Lord Kusanali has been Sumeru's Archon all along. Maybe I'm the only one in all of Tibet who remembers that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata ever existed. As a witness of all that happened, I shall respect her choice and keep the secret for her.
If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I mean, it's not like they
I
wouldn't
respect
deserve
our
it.
deity's decision and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the Academia right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe.
Precisely.
Just wants to live his life.
Is that all?
So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
He's got a long
Even
list.
so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day. Just like I'm doing now.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, we're gonna save I'll Hate Them to talk to you for last because the I'll Hate Themception is so funny.
Ah, there you are, traveler. Well, how
Just
is
let
it?
Sino live his life.
Are you enjoying the feast today? If there's anything you're unhappy with, just let me know. I'll be sure to take note of it.
It's great. Thanks for inviting me.
That's good. It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional people to one place. I was a little nervous myself. You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. It's unbelievable that we've got everyone together here.
He smiles for
Make sure you live it up tonight.
TCG.
I'll be happy as long as you're enjoying yourselves.
You have a message to tell you. You tell Sataria's message to Nilu.
I'm honored to have her think of me this way. If I have a chance in the future, I would really like to invite her to one of my performances. I can't explain why, but I just feel elated right now. Thank you.
Alright, let's talk to our smileless
The atmosphere
boy
here is
himself.
good, and everything is delicious.
It must be rare to see you at such a lively gathering.
Yeah. I don't often come to such places, but it feels quite good. I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise, I could show you around.
It's alright, don't worry about us.
There's always next time. We're friends after all. This feast is pretty good. I like it.
Okay.
My lady, the grilled meat over there is delicious. Have you tried it?
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. Oh, they're very sweet. What an amazing place to relax.
I wonder if, like,
No wonder everybody likes to rest at the Grand Bazaar.
there's some stuff that she hasn't had since she was sick for so long.
Look who else is here.
It's me.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody. Oh, now I have the chance to meet all the heroes.
My pleasure. I'm glad we could come.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The feast is about having fun, not stuffy formalities.
Yeah, exactly. It's like looking into a mirror.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings, but the atmosphere here is quite good.
I thought you might find it boring.
No. This gathering today has a unique meaning. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts, unlike the farces at the Academia. That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by studying. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house.
He's gonna get yelled at. But also not him calling out, like, study culture.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop.
Suddenly, a little sleepy.
Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up once you put something yummy in your tummy.
Really?
Of course. Just wait here for Paimon.
I don't think Paimon's gonna be able to stop our sleepiness. Is it because I didn't sleep well last night that I feel sleepy all of a sudden, or is it because I'm too full? Huh, it seems like someone is there. I do love how, like, things are glowing. Time has stopped.
It's me.
Cute. Nahida, it looks like my consciousness is connected to yours again.
You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you. The connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon.
Is there anything that you need from me?
I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in.
Cute.
I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so I really haven't had any free time. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with.
What is it?
Please say thank you to everyone for me.
Ah, so that's what this is about. Nahida, it'd be better if you could do that yourself.
Is it not convenient for you to do that for me?
Some things in this world must be done by yourself.
But if I just show up all of a sudden, people will become all quiet and stiff, won't they? What if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feast? That'd be the last thing I want.
Like, this little cutie deserves to be at the picnic. It'll be fine. Please don't worry too much.
Let me think about it. Okay.
It took so much convincing. Have you made up your mind?
Yes, I have.
That's good. Wait, huh?
You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So...
She's possessing us.
I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The flora also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky.
Then at least promise me you won't say anything weird when you're in my body. Well. About to get weird. Again.
Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food. It's me. Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up, what's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand
Yep.
Bazaar.
Inside the traveler's body?
Interesting. Is
Or
this
consciousness?
also a part of the feast?
No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
It's kind of funny hearing Nahida's voice coming out of the traveler.
I know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person.
She thinks.
Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the academia, the sages, the doctor, the balladeer, and even the entirety of Sumeru. Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Tevat would have suffered great misfortune. People refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to
We're
your
heroes now.
relationship with me. Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you. You don't have to do this.
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the right path.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
It's like it's a long pause. See, just like I said, everyone is very happy to meet you.
Yeah,
Nahida shows up for a surprise visit and brings the feast to its climax. Sincere joy flows in the hearts of everyone present. A warm atmosphere of talking and laughter carries on late into the night. And the feast ends on a perfect note. Is it Kaveh coming to yell at I'll hate them for taking his keys? Because that would be so funny. I know that's not what it is, but I know she's so cute.
Are you awake? Did you rest well?
I think I slept all right.
After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton.
Still nothing compared to Paimon.
That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the Sage of Gluttony. Alright, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida?
Sure.
She should be in the academia right about now. If you have any questions, now's your chance to ask.
Yeah, the Sage of Gluttony. I'm like, I don't think that's a good thing. But like, look at the way she just runs. Arms out, and then she skips. I think I lost the 50-50 for Nahida. And I had like saved up everything. And so then I had to grind for Primos. And then she came like literally in the next like 10 pull. I want to go here, or can I go up higher? I think I can go up higher. I know, but it's just so cute when it's her. I don't have Klee. I have Kachina, but everyone got Kachina for free at one point.
Which is exactly why I took the position.
I, knock on wood, have not gotten her yet.
Nahida! Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on water. So are we, and that's why we're here to talk with you. Is there anything you want to know?
Many things. About the Akasha.
After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it used to. I've given it some thought, and have decided to shut it down permanently. But this is definitely not a bad thing. Even from the beginning, I've been planning to shut it down. The Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of paths available to them. I don't think this is good for Sumeru. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, they will soon understand that this life is more suitable for them. And as for the future of Sumeru, I'm preparing to regain control of the academia.
Okay, I believe in you.
The sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be selected. I will oversee
I think
the
I've
process
lost the
personally.
most and gotten Jean.
I hope that the new 6th grade sages will be more focused on academics. Sumeru needs such leaders more than ever. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the desert, in fact. They have been mistreated for far too long. I've already taken some measures to address this.
It's like they
It
can
will
go to
take some
school.
time to rebuild everything, but no matter if it's culture, friendship, or trust, we will rebuild it.
I'll have to check and see what I think it was C1, maybe C2. I'll check. About what happened after I fell asleep that day.
You mean, what happened after the doctor put you to sleep?
Did he take the Gnosis? I don't have a Kaya constellation. I'm still kind of sad about it.
Fatui harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation.
I still like using Kaya.
In spite of the bad situation, I still managed to make a fair deal with the doctor. I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate, the Heavenly Principles. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500
Yeah,
years
after they
ago.
did the thing to me.
I used this point as leverage against the doctor. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis.
Yeah,
Although
100%.
it was just a bluff, he still fell for it.
It's either Snezhnaya or
and let such extensive damage to its laws take place.
if we go to Conria, we'll find stuff out.
For what I exchanged for the Gnosis, the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the god of wisdom.
It's so windy out. About the Balladeer.
He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather.
Under the couch?
I know you have many misgivings about him.
In your
As
nest?
someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of very useful features. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any evil. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective, but he is still yet to understand them himself. His future will be determined by fate.
I mean, she is behind me still. She's still snoring away. She has no care about the fact that it's windy outside or that anything's going on. She's just like, I'm gonna sleep close to my human. But yeah, like, we're getting Snezhnaya probably August, September, unless they decide to surprise us and make it happen earlier, but somewhere around there. And then if that doesn't end it, we have Conria, I guess. About Fontaine, the next stop of my journey.
Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the nation of justice? As far as I know, that nation operates in a judicial system. Does their Archon personally judge people? No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine.
That's right.
Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trials. However, even then,
Nouvellette is
Focalor will still make herself present at just about every
the best.
trial. It seems that she just likes to immerse herself in that sort of atmosphere. As Archon, she still reserves the right to influence the final verdict. Anyway, let's just say she's got a very unique personality.
Okay, I've got nothing else to say.
Are you sure? Isn't there something else you haven't asked about yet? Huh? You mean about your brother? While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your brother.
But we both came from beyond the Sea of Stars. There shouldn't be any information on him in Irminsul.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of Teyvat? So there shouldn't be anything on her or her brother. This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something
I want the
different
mystery
about
so
your
bad.
brother. Because as it turns out, the world has recorded information on him after all. What? There's only one possible explanation. He belongs to this world.
How is that possible? We journeyed the Sea of Stars all our lives until we came here. How could he possibly hail from Teyvat? Things don't add up. Is there something wrong with my memories, or is it just this world that has done something to him?
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
Do you have any further intel?
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, he began his journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat. But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on him suddenly.
I wonder if something in
fuzzy.
Conria put him into Irminsul, like some experiment.
Did something happen to him? All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating his fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of.
Could it be related to the Abyss?
But even that wouldn't explain how he somehow comes from this world. Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
Descenders?
What's a Descender? Paimon's never heard of it. Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for
I mean, of
gnosis,
course.
right? A very
You love the
important
tea.
part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External beings, ones that don't belong to this world. Traveler, you are Tevat's 4th Descender.
Let's dig a hole. Let's go to the Abyss. 4th?
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler, and her brother isn't even one of them? That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time.
Still taking time.
Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy new information. And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you more as the God of Wisdom. There are many questions.
I feel like we
to
answer
as well.
questions.
I will need some time to go through each one of them.
I know, just watching the leaves just streaming through the air is crazy. Yeah, we answer questions and then we get like 17 more questions. Same here. I'll need some time to reflect on what you've
And
said.
soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from Sumeru. I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be observed or recorded by this world. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
It's a lot of pressure.
I'm sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida. The pleasure is all mine. I can't thank you enough. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes, and maybe I'll appear in your dreams.